Right, so let's get on with Showbiz. Miss G is here. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, Adriel. So we are still planning for the 6th of September where we all get together and
it's
praise
Friday,
the Lord.
actually.
Yeah, yes, it's Friday. So
just a few
somebody
days
say
away.
next tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow next we are at the Perez Dome. And ahead of the event, we have Jometto, who's performing for the 7th time. 2 times he has been Resole winners on that platform.
Okay.
5 times he has been a solo artist on the platform. And the new entrants, Emoji, 2 of them were here earlier to speak to Mama V about what to expect, including some other things that happen in the industry.
We're bringing the experience with love. You know, it was a worship session with a few friends of mine.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, it's going to be a blessing to not just the body of Christ, but everybody.
Who is your target? Is it the church?
Not the church. My target is every human being on the earth. Once I'm able to reach you with the gospel of Christ, to either deliver you from whatever you're going through, or to restore you to salvation, or to give you depth in Christianity, satisfy my curiosity.
For me, I don't even do like direct targets the same way. Like you do an album trusting God that whoever He intends for the album to be a blessing to, or speak to, or minister to, it would do that. And so sometimes you get like people who you don't expect, or you don't even think that they would even go to listen. They do listen, and they give you testimonies of how God spoke to them or blessed them or did something in their lives through the music.
What would get somebody to break through the industry? Because there's so many of you.
Oh, as we're breaking through, we're all breaking through gradually, you know.
Are you still breaking through?
Oh,
yeah, you are in it already.
Oh, we are still working towards it. You know, it's a gradual process. You can never say you're at the top. I mean, you're always pushing and working hard to make sure you're being a blessing to everybody. So basically, yeah.
Joe, have you arrived?
Oh no.
Oh yes, all right. Yes, all right. Yes, all right.
I'm an up and coming artist.
I knew you'd say no.
I'm actually up and coming.
Yes, all right.
Yes, I'm actually now starting.
He's trying to be humble.
Yeah,
he has arrived.
Where have I arrived?
You have arrived.
I arrived in the studio right now. But then after the studio, there's more. I think that there's more ahead. When you're here, you assume that Charlie is working.
Yeah.
Until you go out there, a young person can meet you and say, "Sorry, who are you again?" And it tells you that there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot that we can put out there to still be a blessing, because I believe that what God has given us can still be a blessing to the world. Friday is going to be a night you don't want to miss. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be also a blessed night, a packed, power filled kind of like praise and worship that you don't want to miss. With all these blessed gifts coming together to make this work, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
And if you're watching and somebody's not, invite the person. Make sure that
Get your tickets.
Yes.
Thank you very
60
much.
Ghana cedis. How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you're my everything. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my banner. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Hey, Lord, you're my everything. So on that note,
Hey. I'm inviting people who want to dance with me on the 6th.
Okay.
I'll be in the Christo craze mood.
I can imagine.
You know,
I mean, I'm sure there'll be lots of people who want to dance with you.
your friend says I should pay for him. How do you do that? Under normal circumstances, you have to even pay for me, but you're even lucky that I'm not supposed to pay. I go with my ID card.
Pay for you.
And so those who want to dance with me, please come and let's go. And there's just 60 CDs, and we are there dancing all through the night. So away from that, let's talk about DJ Black's 50 rappers. You know the list on, or the first from the bottom is rapper D Black.
Okay.
Well, he's been responding to that in the conversation with Lexus.
If I'm number 9 or number 10 on MTV Africa, and I'm number 50 on DJ Black, it's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
This life is mine.
When I was doing the punchlines and the bars, Bro, I was broke. I was nominated for the BT Awards on my first album. It was a pure hip hop album. I went to the BT Awards with like $600 in my pocket. At that time, the dollar was 1 to 2. So I went to America with 1,200 Ghana.
Wow.
And I was broke. But I was me healed back home. You know, off this rap, hip hop, you know. I made it through, I came back, I didn't win. But when I came back, I started working on hip life songs. Then I had the biggest song in the country. I didn't get nominated for the BT Awards, but I made thousands and thousands of Ghana cities.
The map will perform or not. So the talk of the town when awards or not. When we up in the club where they fuck shit up, we just pop. Control the market, the flow that
Businessman.
I thought there was a point in the interview where he said he would have punched DJ Black if he had him.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's something we want to put on air again. You know, we don't have to re-echo that. You know,
But
and I'm sure it was on a lighter note. You know,
Okay.
so D Black is a businessman. Let's look at the business aspect of him and forget the rap. You know, once he's making money, that's the most important thing. I think I'm rapping like this by this time. You know, that means I'm a good rapper. I'll be number 2 on that list. You know.
And how much money are you going to make for it?
Oh, no, I'm going to make money. You're going to sign me, so I'm making money. But let's talk about the late CK man. The family have actually asked us to tell you and the public that they are converging on the 6th at 6 a.m. For his first anniversary. Looks like a lot of people are not talking about it. So those in a few Kuma areas, we're going to join them to celebrate 1 year after his death. They're having a mass and a Thanksgiving mass actually to thank God for his soul. Now, to the xenophobic attack in South Africa, there's been back and forth between Nigerian celebrities and South Africa. In fact, and one particular South African celebrity. So rapper AKA was in the news in June during the African Cup of Nations when Nigeria beat South Africa. He was so bitter about it that he tweeted this, and he talked about how every time they lose to Nigerians, he says, why do they always have to, let's see the tweets now, why do they always have to lose to Nigeria? And it's for him beyond football. So this is what he posted.
Okay, so we should have just lost to Egypt rather than Nigeria. And there goes on. It's a hard pill to swallow, man. We keep on losing to Nigeria in every way. And there comes again, I'm hurt, man. This match was bigger than football, the biggest rivalry.
Okay, so that tweet was back in June, and then one Nigerian...
the biggest rivalry on the continent. Why do we always have to lose against Nigeria at everything? I'm feeling gutted. And apparently the Dollies are saying, but if Nigeria loses, who's going to buy the champagne?
Okay. Okay, so this was far back. You can see that this was far back in June.
Okay.
And then YC, who is a Nigerian musician, decided to go pick this and talk about it during this attack, this recent attack. And if you can read what is beneath.
Okay, so there is this subtle dislike that a lot of them, if not all, feel towards Nigerians. And no matter how hard they try to hide it, it eventually jumps out. Like when AKA had a full childish grown man tantrum when they lost to Nigeria in the Nations Cup. Okay,
so then AKA, that's him in the shot by a fella picture.
Yeah.
And goes to tweet, are you talking about this guy?
Yeah.
Meaning he's talking about fella. So AKA, YC now responds to him with the tweet that we read earlier, says, I'm talking about this guy.
Which is AKA.
Okay, so they go back and forth, you know, on Twitter. And this is what AKA, who sounds to a lot of people as unremorseful, begins to rant about. So this is YC. So they begin to do the back and forth. But let's read the last AKA tweet.
All right, so...
Oh, all right. So away from that, these artists have shows in South Africa. Tiwa Savage is supposed to go for an award ceremony, but he's calling it off. Okay.
So I'm not sure how and where we got, when we got here. I won't be attending the Comics Choice Awards this weekend in SA as scheduled. It might sound like a whisper, but together our voices and the right actions will hopefully make a true difference. And
change can be real. So this is Genevieve Inaji also speaking about it, and Wizkid also comes to ask his celebs in Nigeria to, you know, find a better way of handling the issues and all that. And Burna Boy has actually threatened to beat up AKA whenever he sees him.
Oh, wow.
You know, he says he's never going to step into South Africa again, but if he meets AK anywhere, he should be ready for a fight. So that's how bad it's gotten. Tiwa Savage has cancelled her show in South Africa. So a lot of Nigerians are unhappy and have decided to, you know, show this in different ways.
Yeah.
So Basketball Tiwa, no South Africa for them, and some of them have been tweeting, complaining about what is happening in South Africa.
Getting quite serious.
Getting quite serious with what we are seeing happening in Nigeria as well. And some Ghanaian celebrities have waded in. Of course, these are our brothers. And we could also have fallen victim. We don't know for sure if all these people were Nigerians or there were some Ghanaians involved in this. So a lot of people are worried, even in showbiz.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. G. Thank you, Ms. G, bringing us showbiz there. That'll be all for those of you who are watching on Joy Prime. As more news on the Joy News channel, do stay tuned in.